Yeah, Abhishek, Janata Group.
Hello everyone, myself Abhishek Kumar, founder of Janata Group. My organization is manufacturer of electrical and organizing robot workshop school and colleges. During this lockdown, I will start a free online class from class 8 to 12 for CBSE students.
Okay, thank you. Alpha Male, please introduce yourself. Can you hear me? Okay, we'll come back to you later. Manjunath.
Hi all, I'm Manjunath. I'm from a technical background. So I just want to.
You're from where? Location?
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Okay.
Yeah.
Alpha Male, yeah, you are here now. Are you? Yes, Mr. Rahul, please introduce yourself.
Hi, Rahul Bali this side. I am from Mumbai rightly, working in Kotak Mahindra Bank credit card, senior manager credit card recovery.
Okay, thank you. Neeraj Sharma.
Yeah, Neil this side. So I'm based out of Gurgaon and I'm working in a company in data related technologies.
Okay, thank you. Divesh Bhati. Yes.
Sir, from Jodhpur. I'm a businessman.
Are you father of Yogesh Bhati?
No, he's my brother. He's my brother.
Oh, brother. Okay. Okay. Relative. Okay.
Yes, relative. Yes.
Yes. Anshuman. Yes. Introduction, please.
Yeah, hi, hello everyone. I am Anshuman Tolani. Basically, I'm from Jodhpur, Rajasthan, currently pursuing MBA from Lachu Memorial College with specialization of finance and marketing. Thank you, that's me.
Thank you. Muskan Surana. Yes, please introduce yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm a student. I'm currently pursuing CS, and I'm doing MBA in finance from NDIM.
Location? You're from which location, Muskan?
Yeah, I'm from Delhi.
Delhi. Okay.
Delhi, sir. Delhi.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Rishaba, please introduce yourself.
Sure, Vishal. I'm from Delhi, Ghaziabad, and currently I am doing my software engineering in Jaipur. And I also like co-founder of Jobito Services. It's a recruitment company, and
Okay.
yeah, working on like lots of like business models and goals. Yeah.
Okay. So right now you are in which location? Your home or I think two locations you said, right?
I'm in like currently I'm in Bikaner, Rajasthan.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Yogesh Bhati.
Hello.
Yes.
Am I audible? Hello.
Yeah, you're audible.
So hello everyone. I'm Yogesh Bhati. I'm from Jodhpur, Rajasthan. I'm currently pursuing MBA from Lachu Memorial College, Jodhpur. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anuj sir, you are here. Corporate Galaxy.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you, Vishal?
I'm good. I'm good.
So,
Take introductions for everybody. Bring
yeah.
everybody to the
I am
same page.
a veteran in this group, joining from Mumbai. I'm into human resources, so yeah, I'm also into jobs, etc. So I was curious to know about. There's another guy, I'm forgetting the name. Perhaps Rishabh, you are into jobs?
No, also I'm a student right now. I'm in third year.
Yeah, but you were talking about something to do with the jobs. Maybe I have missed.
Yeah. Anyway, we can.
That is Jobito
We'll
Services.
get to that. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's working on a
Good.
startup
So I'm
kind
here
of thing.
mostly as an observer. I come sometimes and happy to be here. So go ahead, Vishal. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Syed, you are here. Please introduce yourself to the panel, to the people.
Yeah, hi, I'm Syed. I'm an IT consultant. I have 15 plus years of international experience in IT. I'm into data centers and a lot of other technologies. I've implemented a lot of technologies.
Yeah, thank you. Atul sir.
Hi everyone, this is Atul Kumar from San Jose, California, originally from Jamshedpur, Jharkhand. And I am a term I'm using, which one of my team members gave me many years back, a multipreneur. So I run startups, I help startups and venture capital, many things. Thanks.
There can be one more word, parallelpreneur. Okay.
But multipreneur is shorter. Entrepreneur and multipreneur. That's the reason I like it.
So there is a serial entrepreneur name, right? So parallel entrepreneur kind of.
And another word on that serial entrepreneurship, we are discussing that. One person responded to me on WhatsApp that he really loved about my introduction on my website, atulkumar.org, that I've given a serial failed entrepreneur. Many people call them a serial entrepreneur. And he liked the fact that I've used a serial failed entrepreneur.
I'm sure some people might put serial failed and past entrepreneur. Sonu Kumar Singh, introduction please. Yes, Sonu. Can you hear me?
Myself, Sonu, basically software. I currently running a startup named
Your voice is breaking. Maybe you can just type in the chat box. Just enable the chat.
Yeah, all right, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, I think your voice was not clear. That's why I was telling you. Ravi Kumar, please.
Hi everyone, very good evening. This is Ravi Kumar from Bangalore. I'm into sales profession since last 8 years. I'm looking after building automations and security divisions.
Yeah.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. You're from Bangalore, right?
Yes, from Bangalore.
Rahul Bali.
By working in Kotak Mahindra Bank, credit card manager, senior credit card manager, recovery team.
Okay. Oh, one more person was from Kotak Mahindra, I think. Manjunath or Neeraj. Anyway, Ipshita, can you hear me? Yes, Ipshita, a small introduction from your side, please. Disconnected. Okay, never mind. We continue with our discussion. So today's topic is about data privacy and security. I think the one question we can start from is both big giants, Facebook and Google, were summoned in US Court of Justice, right, about this data privacy and security breach. So if these big giants are, summoned by US court, and where do small players stand? I mean, you can comment from our side. क्या हमें लगता है Facebook, Google, like if they are summoned by the court, obviously there was a lot of issues happening. May not happen just by one issue or something. So maybe start from Atul sir only because he's from US right now. Yes sir, बताइए.
So sure, Vishal. So in my view, this data security and privacy are the biggest issue of this whole decade. I mean, it's going to be bigger than any other issue. And I rightly gave example of Facebook and others. So Facebook knows more about me than I know about myself. And I guess that between many other people. Because on Facebook, I mean, I like to share. Many others do too. Many others are very private people. They don't want, like my wife or many other people I know, they would like to be very private, only with their own close friends and family. And they only share something in the small private groups. Whereas some people like me and many others, many celebrities would love to be public. So whatever they're doing, unka kutta bimar ho gaya, that also they like to share, and everything else. So different people have different privacy preferences, and my other view on that is that privacy is no longer a choice. It's more of we lost the privacy. The moment we use internet, there is no privacy. So somebody somewhere can find whatever you are doing or what you are doing it. The really serious hackers, just by using your IP address and many other things, people can find it everything, right from your social security number, Aadhaar card, your bank account detail, almost everything can be found out literally. The only thing we can do is how to manage the recovery process. I mean, if somebody gets, there will be always some, if you are a business or a person, people keep trying to break into your privacy, your business as well as social. So you have to, companies have also learned it the hard way that all the top companies of the world have been hacked or one or the other time. So only thing they do is they invest a lot on data security. So security is another important person. I know many startups who work in Silicon Valley, they are doing very well and they are getting a lot of funding because of this privacy and security concerns. So if you're thinking from the entrepreneur perspective, then security is the number one thing and the platform which we're using, Zoom. So Zoom, literally Eric Yuan got into a lot of trouble or infamy because Zoom, in one meeting in Zoom, people, internal meeting of Zoom, but somebody had watching some porn or something happened and the whole world, I mean, everybody could watch it. So after that, the reaction to Zoom was really good. Eric Yuan, he said, keep for the next month or so, we are not going to do any feature upgrades or whatever. We'll put all our resources only on this one thing, security and privacy. And that advantage of Zoom was that kabhi-kabhi ek Hindi mein kahavat hai, badnaam honge kab naam to hoga. So at least more people knew about Zoom than anybody had thought. So they were a competitor to Skype and many others, Google Hangout, many others. But suddenly, they were more into B2B side, but suddenly they became in the consumer segment. All the families started talking to each other through Zoom. So that's my view.
Sure. So regarding this, I think, that Zoom having this positive comment and like saying that we'll be full-fledged working on security and not compromising on security, these statements can help a lot in terms of that positive branding, if there is anything negative goes in the market. Yeah. Okay. So let me call Mr. Syed. He is into data center and IT services. So Mr. Syed, I think we had a brief discussion in one of the group discussion. Today, maybe we can discuss it a bit more detail. What do you think about this data privacy security? Like, what percentage, or should be worried and all? Syed, are you here?
Okay. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Basically, data. There are two, in my opinion, with respect to company. The data security is another different ball game. Whereas with respect to the general data protection regulation of European Union, they have formulated the very good documentation and they have applied in 2018 for many European countries, and a lot of them they amended that very well researched document, and they have used and they started applying in their different countries. So data protection is very, very, very critical in many things. We can start from user. Let me start with what you call at the organization level, where you will have data visibility, at different levels. So you should control. So I was in charge for the complete Saudi Aramco intranet, and I think one of my key project was into protecting the data which comes into the intranet. So you should not allow the documents visible to one level to other level to other levels. You should protect the data visibility itself. So that was one of the challenging tasks for me. And what I've seen that you should really have a good policy and good what you call procedures, and then you should also pass that policy to the systems engineers or system administrators or at different levels, where which kind of data will be accessed by whom. you know, like you know, the normal you know, the we call it as a contributor. He might have, he can populate the content to everybody at only in his zones. For example, one department does not have access to other departments private documents or financial statements or department business plan or department what you call things, and one department will have certain documents are required to be shared when they have a common project, like IT department execute projects for the finance department, like they implement the FICO, you know, SAP FICO project. So some certain documents IT department would like to access. So there are lot. So it's a very, very challenging task in what you call implementing such things, but that is really required. It should not be like whole, not everybody should have access to the information. So that's a very, very important, that data protection is very, very mandatory. And even with respect to companies' data getting hacked into the systems, that's also a very challenge, because a lot of millions and billions of dollars of tenders, you know, there is a lot of tenders on different projects. Every country participates in such huge project, it's in millions. So the protection of the data is also very important, so that the intruders don't intrude into the systems and take away the contract tenders, the soft copies from the what do you call, the authorized person. So you need to have your firewalls, you need to have your you know, network firewalls, database firewalls, the data center. So a lot of these things are mandatory for otherwise the you know, the bidders will have the edge over participating in the tenders, you know. So you will not really have you cannot what you call say who it's like everybody wants to have the first information, so they try to intrude into the systems, especially when related to projects and other things. They try to do a lot of things, and some of the initial Microsoft faced a lot of challenges. One of them was the SQL injection. And SQL injection is a technology where they, you know, populate, they corrupt the whole database. If you don't have your data secured, or if your database administrator don't secure properly, I think you will lose your data again if you don't have a backups properly. So even for a fraction of time, you will, if the data is corrupted, or if you don't have access to this in information technology, you will lose lot of millions and millions of dollars. See, with respect to oil industry, what I want to say, where here even the ship, you know, the ship which is what do you call filling the oil, the charges per hour might be around $100,000 per hour is the waiting charges, you know. So if there is a miscommunication, or if there is a gap, or if there is, so it will be costing the company huge losses. You know, the end user doesn't know where all it affects in the corporate company. So data privacy at this level in the companies are very, very, very important, and they should be taken care with huge policies in place, and security should be very, very important. With respect to public domain, if it is an individual data, which generally should the governments, respective governments of the countries, they should have their data protection regulations and in place, and it should protect the data of the individual citizens. And whenever the personal data goes into the public, or somebody uses that, you know, anonymization, you know, it should have the full control of the data should be with the individual, and it should not reveal the complete identity, whereas required information they can take and they can use this. So data with respect to the individual, you know, there is a lot of debate. There's a lot of what you call privacy issues, and you know, that's altogether a different policy from the governments, respective governments, because they will have a lot of in every government, a lot of what you call people with different interests, a lot of communities with different interests. Sometimes, as Atulji has explained, showing you know, what Shah Rukh Khan does like to show, or their pet also. It's so they have the liberty to show, or some people have their privacy. So this all things depends on their respective people's privacy levels or their bandwidth of exposing their data to the world or to the community or the peers or everyone. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Anuj Sapati.
Yeah, Vishal, while I had come just to observe, but then I will only, continue from what Atul and Mr.
Sayyed.
Syed was saying, that basically it's not about, it's nothing is new. I mean, so much ado, so much fuss is being created and so many words are being thrown around. The whole idea is about we live in a society, and whether you talk about hacking or data or privacy and all those things, there is a question of ethics and nothing else. I mean, that is the main thing. So today we address it as a data, but then it's nothing new that the government of India or any government has access to census records since such a long time. It has been like maybe 100 years, so on and so forth. So my name is not a private matter. My name itself is a public in the public domain, unless. So the point is the crux of the matter, and that is something that I would like to emphasize, especially for the youngsters out here. The intent is the key word. What is your intent in doing anything? That is the key word when it comes to anything. When you talk about hacking, when you talk about data privacy or any other form of privacy, or so things like this corporate espionage, all those things have been available. It's these the new tools have developed. So what happened to Zuckerberg and this Facebook and Google? They have had data. The whole thing is today when I put my details in any profile, I mean to say, wherever I create a profile, there is a there is a there is an understanding of good faith, whether it is Zoom or Facebook or a LinkedIn, that my data will not be misused. That is the good faith, a statement of good faith which I am signing practically with any company which is seeking my details. And I cannot be anonymous. Today, right now on your platform also, there are some people who are having names, and I'm sure most of them must be having authentic names, and some of them might be having non-authentic names. Mr. M is there. Now I don't know what that means. So it's his choice. As long as the intent of the people who collect the data is okay, I think this is how society runs. And fine, that's where data analytics comes into the picture, that people start analyzing where I went at what time, and somebody right now must be tracking my Google location on the Google map, where I went, which restaurants I visit, which what are my buying habits or insights. All those things are fine, technologically possible, but I think it will be being an over paranoid if I start calling that an invasion of my privacy. I mean, what is there for me to hide? Which restaurant I go to, which perfume I wear? Fine. Now this is where an intent comes in. Now it gets into the different side of intent. If these companies collaborate and conspire to manipulate my what I see on the internet, what I see on Facebook, then there the fine line between the trust. I have trusted them with my information, with my insights on my behavior. I have trusted them. That starts getting breathed. And this is where the problems start happening. So suddenly, if I'm following, let's say I happen to be following BJP, I'm supporting BJP. Suddenly, if Facebook's algo is so designed that I only start seeing whatever BJP is posting, then there is something wrong. Why? Because then the Facebook has put me in a kind of a tunnel that it's an echo chamber that I am only seeing what I like. Or maybe Facebook can also design an algo that what are my friends viewing, for how much time they are viewing it. Now those are manipulations of attempts to manipulate behaviors and attempts to manipulate my mindset. Now that is something that comes in the bigger realm, which we as a society can be objecting to. As an individual, basically we don't have any voice. And so that is data privacy. When we talk about the big word called data, that is data. If I talk about my name, phone number, address, hello, my neighbors know that. I mean, and this is where an intent also comes, that we all have keys, and we all know that if we lose the keys, it takes 15 minutes for us to get a chabi wala. He'll come happily in front of our eyes. He will log
Open the
into
door.
our. I mean, he'll open the lock. If not at all, I mean, no, even not even our neighbor will come to check that who's this guy and why is he opening the lock. So why? Because the intent is not there. So criminal intent is essential in all this discussion. What is the intent? Otherwise, we'll end up becoming a hugely paranoid society. So
Yes.
that's my 2 cents.
Yes, Mr. Ravi. Actually, just to in between, this intent is very correct. The question is, how do we find the intent? Okay, Ravi Kumar, yes, Mr. Ravi.
Okay, hi. So I will take the point from, I will start from sir itself. Okay. So the last word he spoke about paranoid. Okay. So it's the same data. Data is nothing but informations, collection of informations. Okay. In the world of internet, there's two kind of data which requires privacy, one at individual level and other at organization level. Okay. There are designed methods through which we can control the exposure of your data at organization level. But when it comes to private level, there are hardly things which can be able to track your data privacy, because here two things comes in, like as sir told, it's paranoid things, like you are having your own fallacy. You think you are secure, but at the same time you yourself are exposing at a personal level to the environment of internet, where people are seeking your informations and they are using it as per like their intent. So that is why it become very tough, or maybe say very hard to have a privacy on your data at present age of internet, where informations runs like anything from one platform to other platform, and in multiple scenario and platforms as well.
Ravi, I'll make one point very clear, and this is where, fine, it may be very difficult for me to regulate my privacy or safeguard my data. You know, I have all the right. I have all the right to leave the door of my house open. This does not give you any right to enter my house. Try to understand the difference. And this world is not run by what you can do through technology. And that is the technology which all the people here, all the Mahanubhav who know that, they know zilch about technology. They don't know about the T of that technology which is right now available in this world. Okay? That does not give anybody any right to get into my computer. We all do banking. We all do so many things on our computer. And do you think that the United States or any other developed country does not have the technology to hack into our computers? They can do in 1 second. Okay? The problem, the main thing that we have to keep in mind, that we live in a society. There are laws. What if you breach? Don't be under a wrong impression that you will be not found out. Technology, IT luckily also leaves a trace. You can be super smart, but the technologies, and incidentally in America, there are hundreds and hundreds of such examples where there are smart people. They are not from IIT. They are brainy people. They are God gifted kids who, at the age of 14, 15, they start getting into hacking. Some of them, or rather, the CIA immediately reaches their place. It picks them, enrolls them, and they are converted from hacking to ethical hacking. So those are the people who are put into place to create security walls, etc. So what I'm trying to underscore, what I'm trying to emphasize is that fine, you may have all the technologies, tools to hack into my computer right now, but that does not give you any right to do that. That does not lessen my right to manage my privacy. You may know all the secrets about me right now, okay, but if you come out in the society about that, then I have the right to attack you on that. Try to understand the difference. So intent and the individual rights are also very important. We live in a society. Let's not forget that we don't live in a Sudan or anywhere else. We live in a society. So that is the fine dividing line. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's true. So let's say right wise हक के जैसे वो है जो किसी का घर में घुसने का हक तो नहीं है, लेकिन कोई घुस के चोरी कर लिया तो क्या कर लेंगे?
बॉस क्या कर लेंगे कैसे? क्या कर ले पे ही तो सारी दुनिया बेस्ड है. क्या कैसे नहीं कर लेंगे आप बताओ ना, कैसे नहीं? आप खुद देखते हो, एवरी डे आई कैन गारंटी व्हेन यू टेक अ वॉक you will come across some houses in the colony which will be having a small lock. Is it that that thought does not occur to you that कि यार तोड़ लो निकल लो? नहीं, we all know that there is a fear of that. We live in a society. आप क्या करके दिखाओ ना. So वो dividing line ही तो है. There are so many people, brilliant people right now in this group. They might be from IIT, etc. They all are capable of doing wrong things. But I think this discussion on data privacy and all those things will have purpose if you link it to the ethics portion. What is doable, what is supposed to be done, what is not. ये नहीं कि मेरे पास न्यूक्लियर बम बनाने की कैपेबिलिटी है तो मैं बना के फाड़ ही दूं उसको. That's what it is.
My point is, I think we can take other people's comment. My point is, there are people who have done this, which is what made people create the laws. Yes, Atul sir, बताइए.
मैं जो एक बताना चाहूंगा इनसाइट जो बहुत लोगों को पता होगा, बहुत लोगों को नहीं पता होगा. इंटरनेट, हम लोग इंटरनेट पे प्राइवेसी की बात करते हैं, बट जो इंटरनेट हम लोग उसको समझते हैं कि इंटरनेट है, वो एक्चुअली इंटरनेट इज अ वेरी स्मॉल पार्ट ऑफ द इंटरनेट. द रियल देयर इज अ some fraction of all the information in the world is on internet. A bigger fraction of the place called उसको बोलते हैं डार्क नेट. डार्क नेट ने यूएस के नेवी ने बनाया था, मतलब वर्ल्ड अपने ये से कर लिए, बट वो डार्क नेट नाउ इज देयर. तो और एक उस पे एक प्लेटफॉर्म है थोर. हाँ, थोर तो जो कैरेक्टर है कि वन ऑफ द मूवीज में. तो डार्क नेट पे आप सर्च कर लो, लोगों को इंटरेस्ट है तो डार्क नेट हैज मच मोर इंफॉर्मेशन about all the things we care about. चाहे आपको मूवीज डाउनलोड करनी हो, आपको इंटेलिजेंस चाहिए दूसरे कंट्री, इस कंट्री को दूसरे कंट्री के बारे में, दूसरे इंडिविजुअल्स के बारे में, लोगों के बारे में, ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन इज अवेलेबल ऑन द डार्क नेट. लेकिन ज्यादातर लोगों को पता नहीं है. मोस्ट पीपल आर अवेयर ओनली अबाउट द इंटरनेट. www.google.com या facebook.com या linkedin.com पे ज्यादातर लोग जाते हैं. बट जो डार्क नेट है, उस डार्क नेट में हैकर्स जाते हैं, बहुत सारे बच्चे भी जाते हैं, बहुत सारे अडल्ट कंटेंट के लिए जाते हैं, बहुत सारे क्रिमिनल कंटेंट के लिए जाते हैं. तो देयर इज अ बिगर. सो मेरा मानना है कि प्राइवेसी एज अ कॉन्सेप्ट इज डेड many years back. एंड जो अनुज जी ने बोला था प्राइवेसी पहले भी था, आज भी, पर डिफरेंस है. पुराने जमाने में प्राइवेसी जो था अवेलेबल था राजा महाराजा के पास. मैं बहुत बड़ा राजा हूँ, मेरा किला होगा, मेरे किले में परमिशन के लिए रास्ते में गेट होगा या सिक्योरिटी होगा, या बहुत बड़ा जमींदार भी होता है, हैव लॉट ऑफ सिक्योरिटी कि कौन मेरे घर में आएगा, गेट कीपर होगा. आज भी जो पैसे वाले लोग हैं, आप दिल्ली की कॉलोनी में ले लो, या मान लो कि अभी इंडिया के जो हमारे राजा है, मान लीजिए कि मुकेश अंबानी का जो घर है इतना बड़ा, जो अटीलिया बनाया है $1 बिलियन में, तो ही हैज द प्राइवेसी. बट उनके पास भी बहुत ज्यादा प्राइवेसी नहीं है, इन द सेंस कि घर के नीचे में झुग्गी झोपड़ी वाले हैं, उनको भी थोड़ा बहुत तो पता चल ही रहा है कि कोई कार के बड़ा काफिला घुसा निकला. एंड देन द साइबर हैकर्स के जमाने में कोई चाहे तो सबके बारे में सब कुछ पता चल जाता है कि अंबानी जी के बेटी के शादी में कौन आया, क्या. आजकल तो लोग खुद भी शेयर कर देते सेलिब्रिटी लोग. इवन अदरवाइज फॉर द राइट एफर्ट एंड राइट प्राइस, ऑल द डेटा इज अवेलेबल बाय ऑल द पीपल इन द वर्ल्ड. बट एफर्ट चाहिए, प्राइस चाहिए. And there are some people, very rich people, who really love privacy. So what they do is कि वो लोग कोई आइलैंड खरीद लेते हैं. रिचर्ड ब्रांसन टाइप के लोग या बहुत सारे बिलियनर्स है यूएस में, वो वर्जिन आइलैंड्स वगैरह में अपना आइलैंड लेकर आते हैं. उनको प्राइवेसी पसंद है कि भैया जब मैं वेकेशन मना रहा हूँ तो मुझे उनके बीच पे भी कोई नहीं है. मैं एक इंडियन एग्जांपल देता हूँ. बहुत बड़े फेमस आदमी है विनोद खोसला, बिलियनर है और वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट वीसीज इन द वर्ल्ड. बहुत बड़े कंपनीज को फंड किया उन्होंने, और सन माइक्रोसिस्टम के फाउंडर भी थे. विनोद खोसला ने अपने पैसे का थोड़ा यहाँ पे दिखाना स्टार्ट किया यूएस में, एक बीच का एक एरिया है, उन्होंने अपना प्राइवेट बीच टाइप का बना दिया। तो उनको गवर्नमेंट में लोकल यहाँ के सिटीजन्स ने एरिया में बहुत अच्छा बीच था, वहाँ के लोगों ने उनको कोर्ट में जाकर उनको कहा कि भैया ये बीच आपका प्राइवेट बीच नहीं बना सकते, पब्लिक बीच है। तो वो गवर्नमेंट और खोसला जी के बीच में कॉन्फ्लिक्ट चला था, सिटीजन एक्टिविस्ट के बीच में। और जो हम लोग पहली बात करें एथिकल हैकिंग के बाद, तो अंकित फारिया वाज द गाय, इंडिया से ही वाज द गाय हु मेड एथिकल हैकिंग एज अ वेरी फेमस, और बहुत यंग स्कूल का बच्चा था, बट ही वाज वेरी गुड टेक्निकली। तो उसने एथिकल हैकिंग को एक कॉन्सेप्ट के रूप में अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड दुनिया भर में वो लेक्चर देता था। आज से बहुत साल पुरानी बात है। मेनी ऑफ यू माइट नो अबाउट अंकित फारिया। तो ओवरऑल पॉइंट मेरा ये है कि सब कुछ संभव है थ्रू टेक्नोलॉजी। अब वी हैव टू प्रोटेक्ट आवरसेल्व्स। अगर आपको प्राइवेसी पसंद है तो यू हैव टू डिसाइड कि मुझे, जैसे भी कोरोना के टाइम में सब लोग घर में बैठे हुए हैं, तो आपको प्राइवेसी बहुत पसंद है तो अपने घर के अंदर रहिए, बाहर मत रहिए। और प्लस बड़े बड़े विंडोज भी एकदम डार्क विंडोज बनाइए, और इंटरनेट भी यूज मत कीजिए, क्योंकि इंटरनेट के थ्रू से कोई ना कोई आपको एक्सेस कर ही सकता है। मैंने बोला इंटरनेट से भी ज्यादा पावर, अगर आपके पास पावर है तो फिर पावर लाइन्स के थ्रू कनेक्टिविटी है, तो somebody can access, you can find out कि कहाँ पे वो पावर लाइन, आप कहाँ लोकेशन है, तो people can find out about you if you are present using any technology, be it power or be it internet. But हाँ, at the right price you can have more privacy, and for that you have to invest a lot.
No, I differ from you, Atulji, bilkul very clearly, because one is, yes, everything is possible and there is nothing new about it, but the question of ethics is not something that is something that is you have an option to whether you want to follow it or you don't want to follow it. It's a question.
No,
of
I didn't
law.
say option to follow ethics. I'm saying I would love to have ethics.
Let me complete.
There's ethical, and then there's the ethical hacking, and there's the
No, I'm not talking
bad
about
hacking.
IT. I'm not talking about hacking or the lack of it. I'll come to your point about hacking also. So I'm saying that fine. Let's take. I mean, in all the organizations, there is a procedure that you are not supposed to be divulging your salary to anybody. We all sign that appointment letter. There's a condition on that you are not supposed to be sharing your salary details with anybody. Why? Now, we all know somehow everybody comes to know about everybody's salary, right? Does it give anybody any right to put anybody's salary on the notice board or talk about it openly? No, one cannot, one does not. Only because of that thing that in a society a norm is decided and then it is followed. Coming back to your thing about darknet, and again, since the youngsters are there, let me tell you also one thing which is there, that if one tool and one technology and one ability is there with you, don't think you are the only person who knows that. There is always a counterpart who knows all those technologies maybe better than you, right? So there is always a cyber police. If you start visiting the darknet too much, if your browser is too much going towards that, I can 100% guarantee you will get a visit from the cyber police of your local city. Okay, so whether you are downloading a porn or any damn thing, why you are, there are drug dealers. Hold on,
you have no idea about it. What you're talking.
Why? I'm not saying what you are talking. I'm just commenting about what I want to say, that darknet, everything is available, everything is possible. There are drug dealers on that. There are so many things going on the darknet. Fine, but then I'm 100% sure that there is something also called cyber police, which do, because I have myself seen in the Mumbai cyber police. I was friends with the and had I known, I will request him to come in one of these groups. I can request him. In fact, now there is no time. It did not occur to me. I can get him tomorrow. He was in charge of the Mumbai cyber police. He was the head of cyber police, and he was the chief investigator for. There was a. I'm sure you will be able to recall. Maybe Vishal. There was a case of a Singapore company which had done some big time, which used to run some kind of a scheme where it was paying for surveys. I'm forgetting the name. So people would register in it, and they would be getting some money out of surveys. You remember there was a big scam.
Never mind. We can.
3,000 crores. It was a big scam of. So he did all that thing and he was the main person. I can get him. He's a techie. He gets into it. So from him, I used to have a lot of conversations because at one time he also was my employee. So that's why I'm saying. I'm just sharing. I don't have anything to refute to whatever Mr. Atul Kumar is saying. He is an IT professional, so I very well much respect technically whatever he knows must be more than what I know. I don't know anything.
I'm an economics graduate, so not an IT.
Whatever, I mean, you are talking about ML, vagara, about which I am 100% sure what I know or don't know. I don't know IT. I'm just saying in terms of the society that it is possible. Everything is possible. The state also has capabilities. And that's how the whole balance works. That is how it works.
The problem with that is that the bad guys, be it in the real world, the physical world, the criminals, or in the cyber world, the cyber criminals, they are. That's a historical track record that generally ahead of the good guys. So police से चोर हमेशा एक step आगे होता है क्योंकि चोर has all the time working on how to crack the code. जो cyber world में हो चाहे real world में, तो आप कितना अच्छा भी security लगा लो, police लगा लो, army बुला लो, but जो spies हैं they will be ahead of you. And similarly criminals हैं, they will find a crack. Obviously there will be a cost to it. And it was a too risky, like country की security के सवाल है, तो country will invest a lot of resources and money on that. तो जैसे US जैसे Indian government को अपने security के लिए है, तो अजीत डोवाल और मतलब कि मिस्टर डोवाल एंड बड़े-बड़े जो लोग हैं उनको यूज करेंगे. US में भी जो यहाँ के जो टॉप मोस्ट ब्रेन्स हैं, यहाँ के जो नेशनल सिक्योरिटी एजेंसीज हैं, यहाँ के टॉप मोस्ट ब्रेन्स को यूज करेंगे. बट historical the record has been and I can share some data from history कि the thieves, the criminals, they happen to be slightly ahead of them, and because the incentives are there. कोई ईमानदार आदमी है या अच्छा आदमी है, अच्छे दिल वाला भी है, अच्छे चरित्र का है, तो वो चोरी करेगा ही नहीं, उसको उसके बारे में इंटरेस्ट भी नहीं, doesn't want to show how it happens. But जो बदमाश है उसका तो फुल टाइम जॉब भी है चोरी करना, तो वो तरह के तरीके खोजते रहेगा. That is the thing, कि incentives different है.
Yes, Mr. Ravi. Mr. Ravi, are you here?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm audible.
I think okay, Mr. Ravi first, then Mr. Hari can talk. Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
So, am I audible?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. You're audible.
So my point is, see, there are two kind of data which is there, as Anuj sir and Atul sir was talking about. Okay. So one is the data which require intentions to breach it, right? There are some intentions involved to breach the data privacy, but there are some which is like available in the markets through the different softwares. Like I will put in a very simple form. See, there are different platforms available like Facebook. In business scenario, just India Marts and all those who have data of different companies. Okay, and there are data structure softwares through which anybody can extract the different kind of data for their daily use. Like we give our data to the banks, this one RTOs and everything, like vehicle details, our personal data to the banks, and all those data are being sold in the markets with money and all. So that is also a kind of data breach happening every day and hour, but for which we are not aware of. So there are two kind of which have intentions to do it, and then we come to know. And there are few breach happening where an individual is not even aware of their data is being they're having a breach of their privacy.
Yeah, that's very correct. Yeah, I think bank को वाला थोड़ा अच्छे से समझते हैं. So if let's say we don't have this privacy and things, Mr. Hari can speak. Yes, just let me add a question.
So I'll put this case of banks. So everybody who give their details to the bank, okay, bank people sold these details to insurance company, to NBFCs, to all who provides loans, real estates, a different kind of companies who use those data from the bank for their markets and all. Especially real estates, insurance, NBFCs, small companies who provides loans, they take the data from the bank itself.
Yes, Mr. Hari, you want to add
something? Yes. Yeah, I just want to add, like recently, we all might have seen in news, like there was a huge protest in Israel against the government over there, and Benjamin Netanyahu. So the main reason was because of this data privacy. So these days, what the government is doing, like they are collecting the data from the users backend, like their whether it may be the Arogya Setu app or the whatever app they are using. So they are collecting the location data and other types of personal data. So there is a breach of privacy. So this was the main reason for that protest that had happened in Israel recently. And apart from that, Ankit Fadia, said by Atul sir rightly, I was fortunate enough, like we had a seminar from Mr. Ankit Fadia while I was in engineering. So I have seen him and met him long back in 2006, I guess. And it was the first time when I understood like what is ethical hacking. And I was, I just checked how it is done and what all things he demonstrated us, how he can control the computer on the other end or other part of the world just through the IP address or something. So it was a live seminar. Ankit Fadia was a part of that. And recently I came to know, like Ankit Fadia, he is a controversial author actually, because most of his techniques, few experts are saying that he will just copy from somewhere and he will add some own data, and he will show it as if he has invented that method like that. So I'm not sure, but there is some controversy behind him also. So Ankit Fadia, like he was into ethical hacking, and yes, just privacy part. Like I do feel like it is really a concern for the citizens, as well as there will always be a clash between the government or the company and the individual, I believe, because government is like it is just if we consider company is just a artificial name it is not having its own identity. Company is something when a group of people are organized on are aimed towards a single goal. So there are many times when the individual will be left individual interests will be left behind, and people who they will show that this is the benefit of the company, benefit of the nation, and they will in the sense they will put their own interest, and they will just they will just do mismanagement, and they will just remove the rights of the individual over there. If I'm not wrong, I hope it makes some sense to all of the participants what I'm trying to say. Yes.
Yeah. So regarding the banking, I will add a bit more. So we are doing banking, right? I mean, we have money there, and we are doing transaction. We are doing transaction through Paytm. We are doing this e-commerce. We are doing so much. Okay. So like अभी जैसे हमने बात किया कि data, there is nothing private about data, as all these problems are happening. So how safe is this online transaction in this case? I think एक साइड तो लगेगा कि करना ही नहीं चाहिए फिर लगेगा कि क्या करें, तो कुछ अभी मतलब सब कुछ होना था तो हो चुका होता अब तक, like we wouldn't be saved, right?
Yes.
I would like to put my point. See, that is why initially I told you at organizations level it is possible to control this privacy. Okay. Even the breach can be possible to control. Okay. At organization level, but when it comes to individual level, it is very hard to do it. Yeah. So in banking systems or any systems which is there, okay, we can control data privacy at a different level altogether. There are level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Now it is level 5, which is coming into picture. Okay. So in the first level, it's a firewall involves then transactions. Then in second level, firewall to next firewall encryptions involves. Then at third level, C3 and C4 level things are involved. Okay. So like that data is again there. It is more of like when we are sending the data through the internet or bandwidth. Okay. It involves a lot of misinformation in that, which require a lot of intent to decode it, and then anybody can hack it, or like they can
So
use
I think
it.
that's encryption, right? Yes,
Encryption. Yes, I was talking about.
Yeah. So one point I wanted to hear is about all the high-level encryption we can have and security we can have, but then the weakest link in any security is the human level. So, if I'm sitting in an office, the person sitting in the office, if he or she somehow comes and looks at while I'm typing the password, and he or she looks at it, or even many people these days even know their software also to basically they put something on your ATM. India mein both use hota hai कि they'll put something on the ATM card. So when you put the different layer, so when you put your card, basically what it does is it scans all your ATM information, everything else. So the human link, but though at the end of it, the human link is the weakest link. You might have the best security in the world, both physical security outside the office, inside, and all security check-in. But if the person inside the organization, let's the person who's the gatekeeper or the maid जो सफाई के लिए आती है सुबह में, या किसी भी corporate office में, the people who come for cleaning, they are there when there's nobody around. They have all the access to everything. There are laws against it, and they also are worried about their jobs, so nobody will do something. But if I want to break in the law, then what I will do is I will bribe the security guard, I'll bribe the maid in the office, I'll bribe the किसी कारण से मुझे मुकेश अंबानी जी को हैक करना है, तो अंबानी जी का जो सबसे ट्रस्टेड कोई सिक्योरिटी मैन गार्ड होगा या कोई उनका फेवरेट ड्राइवर होगा, उसको अगर मैंने मिला लिया, उसको मैंने 1 करोड़ दे दिया ड्राइवर को, उसके लिए बहुत बड़ी अमाउंट होगी. So the driver will give me all the secret about Mr. Ambani, and that is what that human link I think is the biggest, most insecure link in security.
Yes, Suraj.
Yeah, I just joined very late, but I just want to add on to what Atulji has just said. So the concept of social engineering is where this human links comes into picture, and most of the data stealing, as we call it, or data piracy happens due to the social engineering, where you'll get a mail from someone saying that this is from your own this thing, or you get a call from someone saying that I'm calling from this admin department, and there's a this virus spread you have to do, so you have to just click on this link and enter some details there. Or if you're sitting in a cafe and you don't have adequate protection on your USB, then it's very easy that you've gone out for a few minutes and your laptop has been unattended, your USB drives can go. And this is all in addition to what Atulji very correctly described as people doing it. So in Accenture, we used to have this videos on data security and privacy, and we had to complete those trainings. And the trainings only and only dealt with all these scenarios which I just described and which Atulji also described about social engineering. And do we understand that? And are we, after seeing those videos, we had to answer the quiz on that in this scenario, what will you do? What will you not do? Will you use this disk? Will you pass this data? Will you give this data? If you are in a project and someone is asking about a different project, your data privacy and data security comes there also. Can you share the data from one client project to the other client project? If it is for a similar kind, no, you cannot. So there are ways in which these things work, and we have to be sure from our side and very sure about the policies which we have in place about it. And same thing goes when you enter forums like ours, the public forum. You have to be very sure whether you are saying something out there which is coming in the form which is not violating the data privacy of your organization. So I out here today cannot say few things about Accenture or even Wipro, though Wipro I worked for a long back. It was, I think it's more than 9 years since I worked for Wipro. So I cannot say things, internal things about Wipro and Accenture today on this forum also, considering that there are data privacy and security guidelines which are applicable.
Yeah. I think got disconnected. Yeah.
Secrets Act after that time also. So yes,
Suraj, yeah, I think your voice break, but never mind. Let me uh, take the summary part, kind of that. Lot of things we cannot speak about, let's say, with our own company secrets, ex-company secrets, ex-company secret, or even our private life on a public forum and things like that. But sometimes, that emotion, and out of the emotion, we sometimes say things maybe, and that's where things can get into trouble at times.
yeah.
We never know.
Yes, that is where actually the trouble actually comes when you have spoken few things out of emotion, you get
Yeah.
carried away, and then you realize कि यार ये तो public forum पे बोल दिया ये क्या है, and then you try to
हंसते हैं
cover
लोग
the
ऐसे,
tracks out.
बहुत सारा ट्रॉलिंग होता है इसी वजह से,
और इस पे एक और
दिल की
चीज मैं
बात
ऐड
बोलने
करना
पे।
चाहूंगी
यस सर।
कि क्लाउड पे सब कुछ रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है। अब वो क्लाउड भगवान जी का क्लाउड भी एक होता है, अगर भगवान जी मानते हैं लोग या नहीं मानते हैं, लोग बोलते हैं ना कि आपके आपके कर्म का सजा मिलेगा। तो अब भगवान जी का कितना अच्छा कोड है आई डोंट नो, या एक्चुअली कर्म का देते हैं कि नहीं, ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश जो भी करते हो, लेकिन कर्मा ट्रैक्स एवरीथिंग। तो आपने कुछ भी किया, ये मेरा कॉन्सेप्ट है, मेरा आपका कर्मा बैंक मेंटेन कर रहा है। आपने कुछ अच्छा काम किया तो आपका कर्मा डिपॉजिट में बढ़ रहा है आपका बैलेंस, और आपने गलत काम किया, किसी को आपने किसी के साथ अत्याचार किया, किसी को एडवांटेज लिया, तो आपका कर्मा बैलेंस नेगेटिव, मतलब आपका नेगेटिव डिडक्शन हो रहा है। एंड कर्मा क्या है कि बहुत पावरफुल फोर्स है। आप कभी कभी बहुत लोगों ने सब लोगों ने एक्सपीरियंस किया होगा, आई होप, कि अननोन सोर्सेज से कभी आप बहुत मुसीबत में हो और अचानक आपको कोई लिफ्ट देने के लिए आ गया, या पैसे की जरूरत है, आपके पास कोई पैसा नहीं है, बैंक में नहीं है, फैमिली के पास नहीं है, दोस्तों के पास नहीं, बट सम अननोन सोर्स से अचानक आपको एक प्रोजेक्ट मिल जाएगा या कहीं से पैसा मिल जाएगा व्हेन यू नीड समथिंग। तो मेरा मानना है कि बहुत सारे लोग उसको अलग अलग बड़े बुक्स लिख चुके हैं, सीक्रेट एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स, बट हाँ, somehow it works. The universe will conspire or to give you what you need. तो in the world of security, मेरा एक पर्सनल एग्जांपल मैं शेयर करना चाहूंगा। मैं बिफोर मूविंग टू कैलिफोर्निया मैं कंपनी के लिए काम करता था, आई फॉरगॉट किसके लिए, मतलब बड़ी कंपनी, इन्फोसिस या वर्चूसा, वन ऑफ दोस टॉप कंपनीज, और मेरा एक क्लाइंट था, मैं कुछ भी प्राइवेट नहीं शेयर कर रहा हूँ, हाईमार्क हेल्थ, वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट हेल्थ केयर कंपनीज इन यूएस, एंड शिकागो में उनका बहुत बड़ा, शिकागो में नहीं, मैं नाम भी बोला, हाईमार्क हेल्थ यहाँ पे पिट्सबर्ग में बहुत बड़ा, उस पूरे सिटी का सबसे बड़ा ऑफिस, सुंदर ऑफिस हाईमार्क हेल्थ था। बट उसके हर फ्लोर पे रिस्ट्रिक्शंस था। चूंकि मैं एम्प्लॉय नहीं था, मैं किसी कंपनी के जा रहा था, लेट्स अज्यूम कि इन्फोसिस, तो मैं इन्फोसिस के थ्रू हाईमार्क हेल्थ के मैं जाता हूँ, तो अपना बैज आईडी तो एज यूजुअल बनाना ही पड़ता है, बट फ्लोर रिस्ट्रिक्शंस है। टॉप एक फ्लोर था जिसमें सीईओ और बोर्ड के मेंबर्स बैठते थे, उस फ्लोर पे जाना हमारा अलाउड नहीं था। और मैं थोड़ा सा रेकलेस हूँ, गलती कर देता हूँ, गलती से मैं एलिवेटर में मैंने बटन दबा दिया, याद नहीं, उस फ्लोर पे चला गया। बिकम अ सच ह्यूज इशू कि सीईओ से सीईओ लेवल तक एक्सचेंज हुआ कि उनकी प्राइवेसी ब्रीच हो गई, और मैंने कुछ किया भी नहीं था, गलत काम किया, मैं उस फ्लोर पे चला गया। दैट बिकम अ होल हंगामा इशू। द सीईओ ऑफ द कंपनी got involved, मेरी कंपनी एंड द क्लाइंट का जो चीफ सिक्योरिटी ऑफिसर इन्वॉल्व हो गया, तो बहुत सारे इशू हो गए। तो दैट पर्सनल जो मैंने ह्यूमन एलिमेंट बताया था ना, उनकी सारी सिक्योरिटीज पे सबसे बड़ा उनको जो लगा कि ब्रीच हो गया, कि एक इंसान जो एक वेंडर है और वो उस फ्लोर पे आ गया जहाँ हमारे सीईओ लोग बैठते हैं और बोर्ड मेंबर्स बैठते हैं, तो क्यों आ गया। तो वो एक बहुत बड़ा पार्ट है सिक्योरिटी का।
तो कैसे आ गया एक्चुअली, आप मतलब हाउ कि बहुत सारे होटल में ये होता भी है कि कार्ड से आप यू कैन गो टू दैट फ्लोर ओनली, नॉट अदर फ्लोर्स।
हाँ, तो यहाँ पे जैसे उस फ्लोर पे चला गया मैं, जिस फ्लोर पे मुझे नहीं जाना चाहिए था, और मैं ये गलती से हो गया कि मैंने वो वाला बटन दबा, ये बटन भी मतलब कि समहाउ एलिवेटर पे वो उस गलत एलिवेटर में घुस गया, जो मान लीजिए कि सीईओ वाला एलिवेटर होता है आजकल, वो भी होता है ना कि सीईओज के लिए अलग एलिवेटर भी है जिसमें आम जनता नहीं घुस सकती है। तो मैं गलत फ्लोर एलिवेटर में घुस गया, कैसे मैं गलत फ्लोर पे आ गया। दैट बिकेम अ ह्यूज क्राइसिस फॉर मी, एंड मेरी कंपनी के लिए क्राइसिस हो गया।
Yes, Mr. Ravi. I think we can talk more about encryption maybe. Yes, Mr. Ravi, your comment please after uske baad.
So I was about to bring one of the case study on data privacy. like more of intentions kind of example recently happened when Trump was in election, and then a company name called Cambridge Analytica. So it was from Facebook that the case happened, because of which Facebook came into the Congress to give, was summoned and came for the
yeah.
So that case is very good example in terms of individual level data like breach. See, when it was happening, people were not aware of what they're exposed to. But later on, things came out, and then people came to know, okay, my data has been breached, my privacy has been used, and kind of thing. So
so the Cambridge Analytica का बहुत अच्छा example he brought, since he's on signal अगर वापस आता था, I'll go quiet. But that whole controversy happened with Cambridge Analytica जो company थी, UK की company थी, जो उसके founders थे.
Yeah, there are security which is there physically also, because Atul sir, I can give that point because I relate to that industry, okay, building automation, so where all these things happen. So nowadays, that is what the data in terms of personal's acceptance to different scenario is very much possible with the different kind of combinations, permutation combinations of the entry. Like as Atul sir was mentioning, even if you get in, you came to the gate from there only, I can design your permits, which gate need to be permitted for entry, where you have to go, which lift will take you to which floor. Then again, you don't have to press even a button today for the lift. You just go and show that card or that whatever things. It could be a card or it could be a QR code. Just show it to the lift devices, and then it can take you directly to that floor, which is given a permissions for. So that kind of things possible on organizational level, but again, it's an individual level which always been difficult to that one. And one more point I would like to be, see, in internet, when we are using through either browsers or through the mobile applications which we are using on a daily basis, okay, there are a lot of permissions even mobile applications ask you to share, and by which they enter to your phone knowingly or only, you're not, maybe you may be aware of or not aware of, but they are taking your data, they are taking your private things from your mobile. Now it becomes the intent. When they want to disturb an individuals, they can. When don't, it recommend the private. In terms of browsers also, cookies are already stored. So till the times you disable it, you will come to know, you know, my cookies are disabled. But till the times you are not aware of cookies at all, your data has been used as a cookies, and that is used by the Google Ads and different platform for the information seeking. Yeah, for their purpose.
Yes, Suraj.
Yeah, I had a important point for everyone to know on Facebook. There has been a recent change in Facebook. So if everyone will go to the settings section of Facebook, they'll find a section called as offline browsing. So what Facebook has started doing today is what Google used to do, or Google is already doing. If you go and access any site outside of Facebook also, Facebook is getting that data and tracking your usage. Now, how this data is being used is how the recommendation engine works. So when you get all these ad recommendations, this is based on the tracking done by cookies everywhere today. So in your privacy settings, this is very important that you should know कि आपका क्या क्या ट्रैक हो रहा है. अगर हिंदी में बोलूँ तो अगर आप फेसबुक पे जा रहे हो, यार आज के दिन आप कंप्यूटर भी यूज़ कर रहे हो, तो आपको उतना ज्ञान लेना चाहिए कि आप अपना डेटा प्रिवेसी कैसे मेंटेन करो, अपनी सिक्योरिटी इंक्रिप्शन जो कि नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है उसको कैसे मेंटेन करो, आप जो ऐप यूज़ कर रहे हो उसमें कौन सी ऐप है जिसमें इशू है, कौन सी ऐप है जिसमें इशू नहीं है, उसके बारे में आप थोड़ा सा ध्यान दो, पढ़ो, देख लो. जरूरी होता है, कई बार रिव्यूज पढ़ने ऐप के भी जरूरी होते हैं, जिनसे पता चल जाता है कि वो ऐप कहीं बोगस ऐप तो नहीं है. बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें आती हैं जो शायद आपको अंग्रेजी में समझ ना आए. अगर किसी के साथ ऐसा है या आप जानते हो जिसके साथ ऐसा है, तो आपको ये भी पता है कि गूगल आज के दिन आके सारे के सारे वेब पेजेस को हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट करके आपको दिखा सकता है. सो इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट टू बी इन्फॉर्म्ड एंड अवेयर. कैम्ब्रिज एनालिटिका का केस या कोई भी ऐसे केसेस आए, वो इसलिए आए कि हम अवेयर नहीं है कि हमारे साथ क्या हो रहा है. हम बहुत आसानी से अपनी फोटोज फेसबुक पे शेयर कर देते हैं. मैं एक पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस इससे भी शेयर कर देता हूँ. मैंने शायद मेरी डॉटर की 2-3 फोटोज ही फेसबुक पे शेयर की होंगी. मेरी वाइफ ने ये रूल बना रखा है कि अब डॉटर की कोई भी फोटोज फेसबुक या सोशल मीडिया पे शेयर नहीं होगी। क्यों? क्योंकि केसेस हुए हैं जहाँ पे उन फोटोज का मिसयूज किया गया जब आप बच्चों की फोटोज ऑनलाइन शेयर करते हैं। गॉड फॉरबिडिंग हमारे साथ ऐसा नहीं हुआ, ना हमारे जानकारों में हुआ है, लेकिन इट इज़ अ फैक्ट कि आपकी जो फोटोज आप ऑनलाइन शेयर ऐसे करते हो उसका मिसयूज बहुत बार बहुत अलग तरीके से हो जाता है। तो
ये
इसीलिए
बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट आपने बोला। ये जो
एग्जैक्टली
बच्चों की जो फोटोज है ना, छोटे बच्चों की, तो बहुत सारे जो परवर्ट लोग होते हैं पोर्नोग्राफी इंडस्ट्री में, उनको चाइल्ड स्पेशली इंडिया में, गोवा में बहुत लोग जाते हैं, उनको मेनली बच्चों में इंटरेस्ट ज्यादा होता है, बड़े लोगों में नहीं। तो बच्चों की फोटो को, उस फोटो का आपको पता भी नहीं होगा, पता चलेगा आपका फोटो दुनिया के बहुत सारे अडल्ट साइट्स पे यूज हो रहा है। तो ये बहुत
एग्जैक्टली
इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट बोला कि आपको बच्चों को, या जो भी आपके लाइफ में इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है अपनी फैमिली की, अगर आप प्रोटेक्ट करना पड़ेगा, यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल।
हाँ, तो अगर आप फोटो शेयर कर रहे हैं फेसबुक पे तो प्लीज प्रिवेसी उसके ऊपर सेट कीजिए। वो सिर्फ आपके फर्स्ट लेवल ऑफ फ्रेंड्स तक ही शेयर होनी चाहिए। इट शुड नॉट बी देयर फॉर द पब्लिक। तो ये जो प्रिवेसी के फिल्टर्स होते हैं आपको हर ऐप पे आपको पता होना चाहिए, बिकॉज आपको नहीं पता किस प्रवृत्ति का इंसान वहां पे बैठ के आपकी फोटोग्राफ के साथ क्या कर रहा है और आगे उसको कैसे मिसयूज कर रहा है। तो आज के दिन क्योंकि हमें पता नहीं है इसीलिए हमारे साथ ये घटनाएं घटती हैं। बस ये वाला पॉइंट मैं बोलना चाह रहा था बिफोर वी मूव फॉरवर्ड। थैंक यू।
ठीक है। आई थिंक सूरज, जो तुमने बोला और आई थिंक अतुल सर ने भी बोला और बाकी लोग, एक सिंपल एग्जांपल देते हैं कि एक सैमसंग का टैबलेट ब्लास्ट हो गया प्ले में, तो सब लोग को याद आया कि अब सैमसंग बैन करो, राइट। तो एक चीज और है जनरल, जब तक एक्सीडेंट ना हो जाए, जब तक कुछ प्रॉब्लम ना आ जाए, जब तक थोड़ा न्यूज ना आ जाए, so we act after the damage is already done, to not to us maybe but somebody, right?
यस
ये होना
यस
चाहिए उल्टा actually, but somehow we cannot predict, or the people who develop the technology cannot predict the negative side of the technology. I mean, they may predict some, but there are probably a 360-degree possibility, right? So they still have a lot of blind spots which gets highlighted from time to time, and then precautions are sort of thrown on people. But इसमें एक चीज क्या हो जाता है कि जैसे कुछ लोगों के साथ कुछ हो गया, ये होता है, मतलब एक्सीडेंट भी होते हैं, बहुत कुछ होता है, लेट्स से देन क्या होता है कि लेट्स से 1% लोग, पीपल सफर्ड, लेट्स से लाइक कोरोना का एग्जांपल लेते हैं, 1% और लेट्स से 1% ऑफ द वर्ल्ड पॉपुलेशन गेट्स सफर्ड, बट देन that 99% of the world also gets paranoid to a level which may not be required. So that 99% के let's say 45, 45 बढ़ते हैं अगर, या whatever, I mean 48 तो 1% ऐसा होगा जो ओवर रिएक्ट कर जाएगा, 1% ऐसा होगा जो अंडर रिएक्ट कर जाएगा। तो ये ना, इट्स लाइक आई डोंट नो, लाइक इट्स वेरी कंफ्यूजिंग कि कितना टेंशन लेना चाहिए हमें, is a question mark for us, I think. Anyone wants to comment on this?
आई एग्री विद यू एंड दैट्स आई से अपनी चीजों का हमें पता होना चाहिए। अवेयरनेस ज्यादा जरूरी है ताकि आप अपने आप को एटलीस्ट रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर सको।
Yes, Anuj sir, बताइए।
Yeah, because I wanted to come in on that aspect which you said about the whole paranoia. That yes, security, it is essential. What Berwal, what is his name, Suraj was
Suraj,
saying.
yeah.
Consciousness is very important. One has to be security conscious. More than whether you are sharing this or that, it has to be, you have to be conscious. What is it that you are sharing? In the sense, what kind of pictures you are sharing? What is the purpose of sharing? So yes, for image building, we do a lot of things. We try to connect. There are people who care a damn, who say, fine, let it be, dekha jayega jo hoga, and all that. So there are all sort of things. But like you said, ki paranoia, it's a question ki kiske saath hota hai, because ठीक है, I mean, so many things are possible. For example, I'll just share with you. I was working in a real estate company, and there was a discussion. I was also in charge of the overall IT security. So in real estate, we get a lot of leads. People generate leads in the sense they call up, and if somebody else comes to know about that lead, he can also approach them and sell those flats directly. So that will be a loss of the customer data. So there used to be a lot of discussion about that we should not. So I made it a very small policy. I said, boss, nothing doing. रात को जाने से पहले we all have to, this has to be physically disconnected. The server has to be physically disconnected. Nothing doing. चालू ही नहीं रखेगा, बंद करा के जाएगा रोज IT manager. So ठीक है, क्या करें? So if you don't, it's all about consciousness. कि अगर hacking whacking possible, and if you don't know about the security walls to be used, etc. So the simplest thing that I need is कि भैया ठीक है, बंद करके जाओ उसको, रोज server off on करो. So that also works. So these are how security conscious you are. That's important. Yeah.
I agree. I
Yes.
agree.
Yes, Mr. Ravi, you have a comment.
On your point, I was about to see data privacy. Again, it comes to the exposure for different set of people, different set of scenario. Exposure level is different. Let's say a people who is at in terms of social media. I'm giving this example. There are few people who are very extrovert in social media, who wants to put up every informations of their movement, their living style, their like whereabouts, okay, on the social media.
Who's tracked also, like
yes, who are tracked also. Yes.
Second track hota hai.
Yes, and there are few people who are very introvert on social media, and they don't want to put up many of their things to be known to the people and all. So at this point, like exposure, how you are exposed to your informations on the internet also let you to have a breach of privacy. So if you take about the examples of celebrities or maybe a publicity which people used to do for this one to gain more of attractions on social media and all, okay, those are again a kind of privacy breach in terms of people who don't want to be. See, let's see, if I'm going to a mall, okay, so as a person's all throughout the malls you are being recorded, but you are not aware, you are not even aware of I am getting recorded and my data is being utilized and all. See, every mall, every entrance you enter, you counted as a people for the mall persons. Or like say Big Bazaar store, they have a camera which counts the persons who is coming in and they record that data. The next moment they come in their stores, they try to use it as their personal to greet that customer with details, and then that makes a sense to them, like this person is knowing to me to lure the customer.
Correct.
Again, this kind of things are there which many people are not aware of. I am being recorded, my data is being used in this way, and for the analysis, for the purpose of luring the things itself.
So I think you brought a very good point. This CCTV.
Yes.
So I think like we are talking about social media, not putting pictures, let's say for the minors and things like that. CCTV to har jagah hai. I think they don't. I mean, it's not as soon as we enter that mall or that area, by default we agree to their TNC that okay, please record.
Yes. And there are a lot of things like one more things which is coming into picture, like cloud things. Okay, cloud storage. Every company now and then they are storing their data to the clouds. Okay, but most of the company who are storing the data to the clients, they are using their third-party client. Let's say I'm a company who is running some applications and in my storage on cloud, and that cloud I'm taking from Amazon. So I do not have ultimate claim or control on that data.
Especially small companies like startups, MSME, they will take Google ka, Amazon ka.
Yeah, they are taking.
Hai.
Yes. So ultimately, you are vulnerable to that person. Tomorrow, if Amazon they want to use that data for any purpose, you do not have any control, and you will go and share to the governments or anybody who comes into and claim like you need to protect my data. The data itself is not protected. Whom you are giving that mythical things like, yes, I am saying your data is protected, but it is a myth now.
Yes,
because
so
I am putting it.
I think I have just to expand on this. Let's say Facebook having our information, and they are using our information for that ad का thing या जो भी है, जैसे भी दिखाना है recommendation engine, technical word, ठीक है, वो जो भी दिखा रहे हैं. So Facebook is collecting the data. Facebook is using the data, and then let's say charging some company for the ad. Right? ये एक चीज हो गया. और ये दूसरे लेवल का जो हमने बात किया है, कि छोटी companies, who collect the data and then sell the data to another company who will use the data to do exactly what Facebook is doing. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे बस एक ही चीज हो रहा है कि सारा चीज एक घर में हो रहा है और कहीं छोटे छोटे लाइक हॉस्टल के रूम्स है और अलग अलग रूम में अलग अलग चीजें हो रही है, बट दे आर स्टिल कोलैबोरेटिंग. So
Yes.
What do you think about this? I mean, like, which is more unethical in this case? I don't know. I mean, sometimes people say कि मेरा डेटा मतलब ये डेटा बेच रहा है, ये बेच रहा है तो मेरा भी बेच सकता है, किसी का भी बेच सकता है, बट हम खरीद लेते हैं उससे.
That is what I'll give one or two more examples in that. See, there are a lot of conferences happen in India or in anywhere in the world. Okay, a lot of big conferences happen. Okay, now the moment you will get into that conference, it will ask for your details in the system, and then you will enter. And no, the next day, that same conference people, they sold that data, particularly industry wise, to different people, and you will find a table who will be selling that data to you itself in 2000 rupees or 3000 rupees in 2000 data or 3000 data, particularly to the industries. This is happening in the market right now.
Usually, sponsors do get access to that data by default.
Yes.
In general, like उनके MOU में ही mention रहता है कि okay, I'm sponsoring this much.
Yes.
Conference or event, so कुछ भी हो. I mean, so obviously, I mean, and I don't know, उस पे एक TNC का भी tick करते हैं हम लोग. Like I think we were talking about somebody. So we are taking lot of things. We are agreeing to a lot of things, which we also don't know what we are agreeing to. But we don't have time to go through all this. Although ideally we should go through all this, but we don't go through, and we just take a leap of faith कि चलो सब कर रहे हैं, मैं भी कर लेता हूँ. किसने इतना पढ़ने का टाइम क्या है? लीगल चीज है, ये है, वो तो समझ में भी नहीं आएगा ठीक से. Yes, Mr. Hari.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to give a personal experience of mine. So regarding this, I was just in a mall. It was Viviana Mall in Thane. So it was a festive time, and I was just doing like roaming around in the mall, and I had to I shopped my essential things like some dresses and all, and I was about to leave from the mall when like there is a showroom of Titan over there. So while I was just about to get from there, I got an SMS on my mobile that there is an exciting offer in Titan, and if you are a HDFC card holder, you will get a 20% discount on all the products starting from 3,000, 5,000, something like that. So this was the SMS that I received. So I just thought, like, why don't I just check? Maybe it is just a coincidence. But later on, I realized it is not a coincidence. This is actually a business analytics. Like, it is a technique being used now by most of the companies. Like they will just record your last visit. I had visited the same showroom few months back, but I didn't made any purchase at that time. But my details were somehow saved over there. And maybe when I connected to the Wi-Fi of that mall, so it detected that I am at that mall today. So from the server, I automatically got the message that this is an exclusive offer just for me, and you will get a discount because you are an SDFC bank credit card holder. So this is how, like, I was not having a plan to buy a watch, but I ended up buying a watch that day.
So it's playing with the psychology, right? Yes, Atul sir, आप बताइए.
So इसमें एक चीज मुझे और ऐड करना था. This is when I attended a seminar on DNA. So there is like, it was a Cisco seminar. Cisco has a product called that is DNA. So what actually Cisco is doing, they are just trying to make a DNA of the entire our online activities, like right from GPS, traveling, shopping, Facebook, everything. So everything, your entire जो आपका movement और जो आपका shopping pattern है, उसको वो DNA बोलते हैं. They will capture and create your own DNA, and based on that, suppose if you are traveling to Malaysia on December for a new year, So next year आपको automatically they will get an SMS whenever you are connecting in that zone of DNA, Cisco DNA. You will get an SMS from the travel agency or Indigo that this time there is this type of offer for Dubai. This time it is an offer for Malaysia. So this is how they are marketing the things. Or प्राइवेसी भी मोस्ट प्रोबेबली ब्रीच होता है और प्रायोरिटीज भी चेंज हो जाती है लोगों की. सो जस्ट यस,
मेरा एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल दे देता हूँ 1 मिनट का. मेरा अकाउंट था यस बैंक में. देन व्हेन यस बैंक का जो केस हुआ था, तुरंत मेरे पास एक और बैंक का फोन आया कि सर आपको लोन चाहिए क्या. मैंने बोला आपको मिला कहाँ से नंबर. कहीं से पता चला ये है ना. इस टाइप. यस अतुल सर, देन अनुज सर कैन स्पीक. यस अतुल.
Sorry, I was going to talk about cyber security क्योंकि that's the topic we're talking about. मेरे एक friend है, क्या नाम, प्रकाश माना, from हरियाणा and typical. एक और friend का मैं नाम पहले लेता हूँ, अनिल जागला, and his other Haryani friend प्रकाश माना. He works for a company. He's now the CTO and Chief Product Officer of a company called Pulse Secure. प्रकाश माना ने एक अच्छी स्टोरी सुनाई थी. उनकी वाइफ भी डॉक्टर है, अच्छी फ्रेंड है हम लोग. तो उन्होंने शादी में प्रकाश माना जब गए अपने ससुराल, शादी के मतलब होने के पहले, तो इनको अपने अपनी गर्लफ्रेंड को इम्प्रेस करना था इनको. तो अपने ससुराल में गए और जाते के साथ उन्होंने अपने गर्लफ्रेंड को बताया कि डॉक्टर हो कि ये आपका वाईफाई पासवर्ड है, ये आपका ये है, ये सारा अपने ससुराल का सारा कुछ अपने वाइफ को इन्होंने दिखा दिया कि भैया ये तो है तुम्हारे घर का सिचुएशन. तो यहाँ क्यों रेलेवेंट है, तो उन्होंने अपनी जो टेक्निकल एक्सपर्टीज दिखाकर, NIT कुरुक्षेत्र के हैं माना जी, उन्होंने अपनी वाइफ को अपने टेक्निकल एक्सपर्टीज दिखा के इम्प्रेस किया कि देखो भैया, यू आर सेफ विथ मी. मैं भैया तुम्हारे पूरे घर को मैं हैक कर सकता हूँ घुसते के साथ, बिना किसी पासवर्ड जाने हुए सब कुछ कर सकता हूँ. तो ये सिक्योरिटी बहुत बड़ा. तो इस इंडस्ट्री में बहुत कुछ कंपनीज हैं, जैसे कि वर्क्स फॉर पल्स सिक्योर, बट सिट्रिक्स का एलुमनाई है, तो सिट्रिक्स, पल्स सिक्योर, इस तरह की जो कंपनीज हैं, सिस्को, जो भी बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज हैं सिलिकॉन वैली के और इंडिया में भी काफी उस पर खर्च करते हैं. न्यूटेनिक्स एक बहुत बड़ी कंपनी है, आयरन वॉल. तो इस तरह की जो कंपनीज है ना, अगर किसी को इन्वेस्ट करना हो, एज ए स्टार्टअप सोचना हो कि कहाँ पे मैं इन्वेस्ट करूँ, तो नंबर 1 अभी प्रायोरिटी होगा सिक्योरिटी. मतलब फिजिकल सिक्योरिटी के अलावा साइबर सिक्योरिटी. साइबर सिक्योरिटी में सबसे ज्यादा पैसा है, सैलरी है, and the best of the best people in the world are actually working in security in some way or the other.
Yes, Anuj sir.
Yeah, just I was jotting down a few points. So one other word which comes up is the concept of data proprietary, which links to what I was saying, that you may have any data about anybody or any information, but then there is you are supposed to be, whether you are supposed to be having that or not is very important when it comes to the law. Then only everything else arises. So where did you get this data is a very basic question which you can be asked. So it's one thing that ये कहाँ से आपके पास आया is a very relevant question. कि ये, so that's where the fine dividing line between the crime and that intent comes in. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, correct. So ये है, like let's say we get a lot of cold calls also on like marketing things and all. आप ये ले लो, वो ले लो, क्रेडिट कार्ड ले लो, whatever ले लो, ठीक है. कहीं ना कहीं ये भी होता है कि बैंक जिसको हमने अकाउंट खोला है वही बार बार फोन करेगा कि इंश्योरेंस लीजिए सर, मेरे घर में ये हो गया, वो हो गया, मेरे को इंसेंटिव पूरा करना है. मतलब वो डेटा आपस के डिपार्टमेंट में तो लीक हो ही गया. वो तो आई थिंक अंडरस्टूड भी है. But when let's say third parties start calling that okay, we got this data for this, sometimes it's very hard to, not sometimes I'll say most of the times it's hard to track even कि कहाँ से मिला, and we don't bother also. एक बार फोन किया, हाँ चलो आपने फोन किया, कहाँ से मिला डेटा, बोला कहीं से मिला, ठीक है चलो अभी बात नहीं करना, I am like too busy, something like that. So somehow we also don't care to find out because we are too busy in our things कि चलो कोई बात नहीं, नाम नंबर ही ले गया तो क्या हो गया.
It's very easy. The Naukri server has tons of data about so many people in this country. Tons. पूरा सबकी पूरी जन्मपत्री है नौकरी में, date of birth, and it is all authentic information. And one comes across people 2,000 में there are people who are ready to give you a lot of Excel sheets etc. 5 करोड़ database के वो देने का तैयार रहते हैं 2000 rupees में you can negotiate for
नहीं
2000.
तो वो ये हुआ है
It's just
2000
that
में
you
2000 लोगों को बेचा ना उन्होंने
हाँ तो the point is that you just need to have that database engine, that capability to sort that out. मैंने भी देखा है and the only thing is that these are somewhat very old data. So the phone numbers get changed, बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं and you can't even try that because you will get that
इसी
spamming
का
का आपका वो
बड़ा
बहुत
वर्जन है गूगल फेसबुक so they are not selling it on the street they are
हाँ
just using
yes
within their
yes
own branches
data वो that is
make
there.
money
It's all
because
about
जो
content.
मतलब जो उनका क्लाइंट है उनको कहीं ना कहीं वो डेटा ही दे रहे हैं इनडायरेक्टली
तो एक बहुत बड़ा दादा है जो कि दुनिया संभाल रहा है और उस दादा को या आप वो लोगों ने फैंग का नाम दिया है फैंग का मतलब फुल फॉर्म हो गया फेसबुक एप्पल नेटफ्लिक्स गूगल इन लोगों के पास पूरे दुनिया का कंट्रोल ये लोग चला रहे हैं ना कोई ना मोदी चला रहे हैं ना ट्रम्प चला रहे हैं दुनिया को कौन चला रहा है तो फैंग चला रहे हैं मतलब इसमें अमेजन गूगल फेसबुक इनके पास सारा डेटा है सारा हम लोग दिन रात ज्यादा टाइम भी हम लोग वहीं बिताते हैं एप्पल चाहे आईफोन पे हो चाहे फेसबुक पे हो चाहे इवन और भी आप ऐड कर ले कुछ कंपनीज को तो इन 4-5 कंपनीज के पास लिटरली मोनोपोली है मोनोपोली इसको ओलिगोपोली बोलते हैं कि इन 4-5 कंपनीज के पास जितना डेटा है जितना पैसा है जितना एक्सपर्टीज है उतना दुनिया की सारी सरकारों के पास भी नहीं है बाकी दुनिया मिलके भी इन फेसबुक एप्पल नेटफ्लिक्स गूगल अमेजन को आप कर लीजिए और इसमें कंपनी प्लस माइनस माइक्रोसॉफ्ट को भी आप ऐड कर लीजिए तो ये 5-6 कंपनी जो है ना दे लिटरली आर रनिंग द वर्ल्ड और उन कंपनीज के सीईओज के पास या उन कंपनीज के उन कंपनी के जो ओनर्स के पास काफी पावर है अबाउट डेटा प्राइवेसी चॉइसेस सिक्योरिटी एवरीथिंग
चार की जगह थोड़ा 10 कर देगा अगर तो इट्स प्रीटी मच लाइक एन इंटरनेशनल गवर्नमेंट which can rule the whole world. Yes, Mr.
हाँ, it is actually तो actually 10 हो गए तो ये 4-6 जो है बड़े हैं बट बाकी उनके नीचे वाले भी 3-4 कोई छोटे नहीं है तो आप उन 10 को ले लीजिए या आप 10 के जगह आपने और बढ़ा लिया आपने 100 को ले लिया तो लिटरली 90% आपका कवर हो जाएगा वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी 90% इज रन बाय उसमें हाँ कुछ तो मैंने नाम लिया ही नहीं चाइना के जो बड़े लोग हैं क्या कहते हैं चाइना के जो चाइना में तो और आसान है कि they control literally almost everything of China. तो आपके अलीबाबा को ले लीजिए तो उनका अलीबाबा controls the whole Alipay, Ali this, Ali that, and China का कौन है Tencent तो चाइना के भी आप कुछ को ऐड कर लीजिए तो they literally are running the world.
Correct. Yes, Mr. Sayyed. I think we can get to the last comments now.
Yeah, I think, but one of the important thing is data protection regulations that every country keeps it so that someone breaches what you call the data privacy, they are fined or they are what you call penalized. So these are very, very important, and every country tries to implement because this is a very fast age and every country has this protection laws and it keeps what you call getting amended and someone tries to misuse. So every country, it's going to become something like G20 and all sorts of, there will be a digital protection laws and which are very, very important. Like even in blockchain, they're trying to have regulations. So these things are very, very, what you call important, and regulations should be embraced as soon as possible by the countries, states, departments and companies. So that way they can protect their interest so that before, suppose if the law itself don't know where on which clause you want to what law, what kind of fine or what kind of amount to penalize, then even wo chori bhi ho gaya kuch bhi, I don't think they will not have
penalty de do khatam.
That's the only thing.
Sure. Okay. Anyway, I think this is how I think the data thing works. And I don't know. I mean, what I can predict now is the next virus will be transmitted through data, internet. Like, and usko koi nahi rok nahi payega. एक झटके में पूरा वर्ल्ड खत्म वायरस से. चलिए. Okay. Thank you very much for your time. We'll come back tomorrow. So we continue our COVID suggestions for 17th, post 17th May tomorrow, and day after is Tata ka case study. Okay. Thank you very much. Good night.